Even if virtual reality is no longer gaming's exciting new fad, the hardware is still pretty fancy and has plenty of room to grow. Developers are constantly exploring and pushing the technology's limitations, striving to create experiences capable of delivering a sense of immersion beyond anything previously produced by the industry. With the market offering a myriad of headsets at different price points, VR is now more accessible than ever. That said, it's still generally a costly investment that some people might struggle to justify. Beyond just the hardware, building a library of games can get pretty expensive as well, at least if freebies are entirely ignored. However, there are plenty of great free VR games. Hello again, friends, and welcome back to Game Rant. I'm Casey, and these are the 10 best free virtual reality games. At number 10, we've got Star Wars Droid Repair Bay. Released ahead of The Last Jedi, Star Wars Droid Repair Bay is a short but charming package that trusts players with fixing a few astromech droids. As tends to be the case with tie-in VR projects, Droid Repair Bay doesn't offer much in the way of gameplay, at least in terms of length and substance. However, the game gets by on charm alone, and it does a splendid job of crafting a lively setting. Non-Star Wars fans won't get much out of this release, but Droid Repair Bay is designed specifically for people who just want to exist in the Star Wars universe. At number 9, we've got Desert Bus VR. A game of legendary infamy, Desert Bus is tedium personified. Originally part of a minigame collection called Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors, Desert Bus challenges players to complete an 8-hour journey on a straight road that has no other distractions. Desert Bus VR modernizes the original version by splashing a fresh coat of paint and introducing a few tweaks, none of which ease the crushing boredom synonymous with the game. The optional VR mode provides an extra layer to the experience, and players can now look around the bus, although there isn't exactly much to see. Obviously, Desert Bus VR is not a great game in the traditional sense, but it's a novel and a memorable one at that. Is there any reason for someone playing at home to decide to spend 8 hours driving across the United States? Probably not. At number 8, we've got Vertical Shift. In early access, Vertical Shift presents itself as a VR esport. Armed with grapple hooks, gliders, and jetpacks, players are dropped in impressive arenas where they can swing and fly through the air. The game supports both PvP and PvE, and there are various modes such as freeze tag and infection. Vertical Shift moves at a blistering pace and comes with a learning curve. Thankfully, the game has single-player content so that newcomers can come to grips with the movement options before they jump into multiplayer. At number 7, we've got Google Spotlight Stories Pearl. Google Spotlight Stories is an initiative designed to showcase the potential of VR to open new avenues for storytelling. The service has produced its share of successful pieces, and Pearl is right up there with the best of them. The story follows a father and daughter as they travel across the country in their car. The short is moving, sweet, and powerful. Now, it should be said that Pearl is essentially a movie and not a game or an interactive experience. People accompany these characters alongside their journey as flies on the wall. At number 6, we've got Rec Room. For the players looking for a more curated and casual social VR experience, look no further than Rec Room. Less chaotic than VR chat, this game boasts a more gameplay-oriented community. As such, it can be a much more relaxing VR experience. While there's not as much that the player can do to express themselves in this game, what they gain in return is a more refined experience made up of higher quality games to play with others. The player is practically guaranteed to find new friends over the course of their time playing this game. At number 5, we've got Dead and Buried. Dead and Buried comes in two forms, Rift and Go. The former costs $19.99, although it can be downloaded for free when someone activates their Oculus Touch. Meanwhile, the Oculus Go version is free and one of the better games on Oculus's discontinued budget VR system. This iteration of the first-person shooter strips back quite a few of the main game's features, such as the team-based robberies. However, it does keep a couple of the modes. Mainly, players can try to hold their own against waves of zombie enemies. Although nothing unique or amazing, Dead and Buried controls fairly well and is fun. At number 4, we've got Cards and Tankards. Despite seeming like a good fit for the technology, VR tabletop games are in short supply. The floodgates probably won't open until a massive property like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering makes the leap and experiences success. But anyone looking for a free VR card game should check out Cards and Tankards. Offering a charming presentation and an accessible system that has just enough depth to keep veterans entertained for a while, this 2023 release succeeds in scratching an itch that's been primarily left unattended. Cards and Tankards is intended to be a social experience that mimics the joys of playing a match at a local store. Although best in VR, the game can be played normally and even offers AI opponents for anyone who wants to practice. At number 3, we've got Surgeon Simulator VR, Meet the Medic. Surgeon Simulator is a charmingly grim game, and Meet the Medic takes things to the next level. While nothing more than a demo for the HTC Vive, Surgeon Simulator VR Meet the Medic offers a lighthearted and fun way to spend a few minutes, particularly for fans of Team Fortress 2. Most of the best free VR games are designed to showcase the technology's potential, which is exactly what this demo accomplishes. It might not be something people will endlessly revisit, but Meet the Medic is good for a laugh. At number 2, we've got Propagation VR. For the more horror-inclined, or fans of Until Dawn Rush of Blood, increasingly creepy and dripping with a sinister atmosphere, Propagation VR will have the player standing their ground against an onslaught of terrifying enemies, ranging from zombies to mutant monstrosities. Equipped with nothing but a pistol, a shotgun, and their own 2 fists, the player will have to utilize all the tools at their disposal to survive. Once it gets going, this game is non-stop action that will keep the player on their toes till the credits roll. And taking our spot at number 1, DCS World Steam Edition. The best VR games find ways to put the most content into as little space as possible, one of the many reasons why VR games have the player standing in the first place. That being said, no other experience adheres to this idea better than a flight simulator. This game will put the player in charge of an aircraft in its complete majesty. The controls are complex, but what the player can pull off with these controls is fantastic. One can drop bombs, fire missiles, and evade enemies, among other things. And if that wasn't enough, there's mod support as well. And there you have it, folks, the 10 best free virtual reality games. Let us know in the comments if any of these games caught your eye, or if you have any free VR games that you enjoy playing. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, be sure to visit GameRant.com for more top-notch gaming content. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care for now.